What's up, guys? It's Philly215 here, and today we are playing Dishonored Mission 3. First, right off the bat, you want to make sure that you have bend time, where you could slow down time, because you're going to need this slightly throughout this playthrough. You also want to make sure that you set it in one of your quick slots, so that you could grab it real quick, because you're going to need to do that. Okay, so now the first thing you want to do is you want to walk right up here where Mission 2 kind of started off. And you want to come up here and you want to make sure that you're crouched, because there is going to be a guard at the top of these steps. You want to just approach real nice and lightly, because the first time I didn't know he was there and he's seen me. He's going to start taking a piss, but we're going to grab him, interrupt that, and we're going to just put him down. So now we knocked him out. We're going to put him behind these dumpsters, if you'd call it, right over here where he's out of sight. Want to make sure that he's unconscious, because I did this playthrough and I ended up actually killing somebody. I have no idea how it happened, but I ended up somehow killing somebody. So you want to make sure that you check on them, so that if you do end up killing them, you could restart from an autosave or a previous save beforehand. Okay, so now we're going to see Slackjaw, because we want to get clean hands, and we want to get Ghost Achievement, which means we go undetected, and we get 0 kills throughout this entire game. And Slackjaw has a method of how we can go about making our targets quote-unquote disappear, but he doesn't kill them. So, having a little bit of difficulty getting up there first try. So we're going to come into the distillery district, and we are going to talk to Slackjaw, which I'm going to skip. If you want to see that, you could obviously play the game yourself. But we're going to skip all that. He's pretty much telling us that one of his men went missing. It was one of his best men, and we got to go find him. So that's what we're going to do right offhand, grabbing a little bit of mana right there. Okay, so now we're pretty much just going to leave this area, and we pretty much have to go revisit a lot of what Mission 2 took place at. We're going to go revisit another building that we've been in before. So yeah. Okay, so you want to make sure you go along the same path that I'm doing, because if not, you're going to run into a couple of troublemakers that are going to give you a problem. They're like these ninja dudes, I don't know, but they start trying to fight you automatically and try and kill you. And because we're trying to go for clean hands, we can't kill them, so it's better to just avoid them. Letting my mana replenish a little bit, and now we're getting on top of this roof. And now we're going to try and take it nice and light. And there's going to be a guy to your right here. He's going to be on the balcony. And I honestly didn't even notice him a couple of playthroughs that I did. But you want to be real careful. You want to put him to sleep. Nobody's going to see you do that because you're on the second balcony here. You're going to want to just put him down a little bit away from the side there so nobody sees him. And then we can come into this building. Now, if there happens to be 2 guys standing here, just go up swinging and have a little bit of fun and then reload it, because that's what I had to do, because they sometimes spawn on the second floor, but the second time around they spawned underneath me, which is good because you don't want them on the second floor. It's just a whole hassle. So now coming to the top of these steps, you want to make sure that you blink under this table, and you go along the left side here right to the last table, and you want to make sure you don't go too close to the middle of the table, because they will see you. Okay, so this is where we're going to have slow down time in effect here. We're going to let these guys talk it out a little bit. As soon as they separate, we're going to choke the one guy out, and then we're going to slow down time, because the other guy ends up turning around just before you'll probably be able to grab him. So we're just playing it on the safe side. I'm grabbing this guy here, choking him out, and now we're going to slow down time, and we're going to choke this guy out. Okay, so you're going to want to throw this guy over your shoulder, because now, obviously, I'm not as retarded as I was in my second playthrough. I know how to close the hidden bookshelf now. So you're going to want to go back to this hidden area again, where there's a new item to pick up. And you're going to want to drop those 2 guys off there. Thankfully, there's not a lot of rats in this area, so they're not going to die from the rats. You don't have to worry about that. So we're going to put these 2 guys down, making sure they're both unconscious and they're not dead. We're going to grab the artifact before we leave, and then we're going to close the door. So I ended up looking around a little bit, because I never really looked around too much in this area. And I was trying to find sleeping darts. or arrows, whatever you want to call it, because we're going to need them a little bit later on, and I honestly only had 2 and I needed 2, so I was just hoping in case I missed or something I had an extra one, but I just couldn't find any in this area, so that's just me goofing off a little bit, looking around, being unsuccessful here. Okay, so back on to the mission. You want to grab this note right here, which you're going to show to Slackjaw, or it's actually not a note, it's like a memo. Grabbing a little bit of health there. Now we can go about our business and we can leave this area again. Feel free to run around because these guys are underneath us. They're not going to cause a problem. And alright, now we're leaving this building. Okay, so you want to go literally practically back the way you came from. You want to blink over, back over towards where you had to go behind that billboard type of thing. But this time, we're going to go to the left on the rooftop here. And this is the area where the ninjas are at. I'm going to show you right now. He's going to be in this window to your left, or the left of where I'm about to blink to. He's in this building. There's also another one that was under me right there. But they're not going to see you as long as you're on top of that thing. So you could be real careful, but from ground level, coming from the distillery district right here, they're going to end up seeing you. So that's why you only want to go that way when you're coming towards the distillery district, not from. Okay, so now we're talking to Slackjaw. Sadly, we cannot skip this, but
let's have a listen.
Now we're going to give him the memo. This guy's pretty much gonna not tell us anything. He's gonna be like, oh my god, I know who's been doing this. He's trying to take over everything. He's trying to kill you, and then he dies before he can obviously tell you who the guy is. So once that's over, Slackjaw is gonna give you an option of if you want to hear his proposal on how to take out the 2 twins that your main objective is, but non-lethally, and obviously you will be interested in hearing it. So now we can skip that, and we have to go acquire a safe code. So we're going to go to the building where the twins are located, but we're not going to kill them. We're going to have to get a code and also find I think her name, oh man, I don't even, it's the girl's name that was abducted. I know, I'm horrible. I don't remember it right off the top of the head. But we're going to find, I think it's not our I don't think it's our daughter. I don't know. It's the prince's child, but we're really close with her. Okay, so we're taking the same route again, going up here. And we're going to go right back to that ledge where we knocked that guy out. And then we're going to blink down to underneath the bridge once again. Okay, so now we're gonna blink. You want to watch out and be a little bit careful and try and do this quick and as far away as you can, because there are the infected people down there that have the plague and shit, and they'll see you and they'll start trying to kill you. So you want to blink over here. This is where you're going to need the 2 sleeping darts. You're going to want to peek around this corner and catch one guy right there, and the other guy's not going to see you. You're going to hit him, and right before he gets the chance to kill this woman, you're going to put them both to sleep. They're both unconscious, and if you don't do that, they will kill her, so you got to make sure that you do that. She ends up giving you some stupid key that you honestly don't even need, doing it the way that I'm doing it. Okay, so before you come up here, guns blazing, you want to just hang out for a little bit, because there is going to be a guard to your right that will end up seeing you if you're not careful. So I'm just playing it safe, and I'm staying on the steps until he turns around. Just waiting. He should be here any minute. Okay, that guard's turning around now. The other one, there he is. Okay, so he's going to walk towards us, so you want to be a little careful on that. Okay, so pretty much when he walks out of sight, you should be good. So now you could just blink over towards the door, and then you could go in here, which you have to be careful because there is going to be a gang of rats in here. There's a rune in here to your left right now, to the left of the steps, but I don't go after that. I'm just showing you the gameplay. So I'm dodging the rats right there, because if not, they'll start attacking you. So you want to run up here to the top of the steps, and then you're going to enter the area, the cat, whatever, I don't know, the cat house, something. The golden cat is what it is. Okay, so you want to go to the roof right here, to the lowest one to your left, so that you can blink over to this next roof, because if not, you will not be close enough. Okay, so I'm just trying to speed it up. I'm doing a little bit more blinking than usual. We're going to wait for this guard to turn back around so we can blink past him. I honestly think I caught his attention, but I was so quick he didn't even get a chance to get a glimpse of me. Okay, so now we're going to open this door, peek around the corner because there is a guard there. He happened to notice me the first time around that I did this, so I was just giving it a few seconds. Blink past him, hug the left a little bit, and open this door. This is where you're going to meet the art dealer, and he has this weird fetish where he likes to get electrocuted, but we end up practically killing him. I'm skipping past a bunch of that because you end up doing it like 4 or 5 times, so I skipped a little bit of that. He ends up telling you the code to his safe, which Slackjaw wanted. So now we have the code, and now that practically pretty much takes care of the twins, so we don't have to worry about the twins now. Now we just have to find the queen's daughter, I believe she is. So we have to go right back to where we came from. Just watch out, because this guy happens to be around this corner. Waiting for him to turn around. Okay, so now he's turning around. We could blink up here. He's not going to see us. So now we could come right along, hug the right side right here, go towards the steps, and then go down and wait for... I forget what the lady's name is, but she's going to end up walking by, and you have to pickpocket her for the key to get out of this place. Okay, so I'm just replenishing a little bit of my mana here. Don't really need to replenish my health because I'm not getting in any combat and I'm not that hurt. So now I'm just waiting on this woman. Alright, taking a little bit of time. Alright, there she is. She kind of looks like a man, honestly. Alright. So she ends up not even turning back around again. Unless you completely leave the area, she'll turn around, but like, once you're in this segment of the building, she's not going to turn around again. You can pickpocket her. Make sure you grab that note because it tells you where the girl is. Even if you know where she is, which I did, you still need to grab the note to be able to get into the room. So once grabbing the note, you can then walk upstairs. You don't have to crouch. No big deal. What I did here was I blinked past the first door because there happens to be like an exotic dancer or something in there, and she'll freak out if she sees you. Okay, so we skip the conversation, but the girl goes running like a jackass. I don't know why she would do that, but she's making all types of noise, which it doesn't really matter because nobody ends up like freaking out because they hear anything. But there are 2 like women exotic dancers or whatever right here on this level, so I end up crouching just so I don't alert them, just to play it on the safe side. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. I try and close the door in back of me, but I'm horrible and I close the door right in my face. Okay, so now it doesn't matter. You don't have to talk to her. You could just run right by her and go into the next area. She'll be fine. Okay, so now just run past this old lady. I forget what her name is. It was Granny Rags, I think it is. Yeah. So walk by her. Now peek around this corner. This is where a bunch of the people infected with the plague are. I think they're called like squatters or some shit. I don't know. They look like a bunch of crackheads, honestly. But okay, peek around this corner. Keep a close eye on them. I'm waiting to see 2 people turn their back at the same time. Okay, I think she's gonna start. Yeah, there she goes. She's throwing up all over herself. Alright, that's my chance. And now blink up to this pipe. If not, you're gonna be screwed. There's nowhere else to go. Make sure you blink up to that pipe and then onto this one. And then blink over here. Here's a little bit tricky because these rocks don't go for very far, so you can start falling down them. And you have to blink up here, but be careful because I ended up like blinking right there and it going absolutely nowhere. So let's try that again. Okay, so blink there. Try and be quick once you blink up here. I'm listening, making sure nobody's around me. Be quick because you will get spotted. Make sure you peek over this this fence right here because this is the people I was looking out for. They ended up spotting me the playthrough before this one. So be careful of that. Okay, they're gone. They're not a problem. You're gonna have to stand up and slowly inch forward, but not too much so that people see you. Get up here, and then pretty much travel once again the same way. Make sure you're on top of this thing right here, and then blink right under this, right onto that pole again. Alright, and now you can go back to the, pretty much the distillery, wherever you like to call it, where Slackjaw is. Okay, so now pretty much once you go up here, Slackjaw is going to tell you that he's going to cut their tongue out and put them in the saved slave mine that they've been enslaving like hundreds of people, but he's not going to kill them. So they're neutralized. That was the non-lethal way to do it. Now you can meet up with the queen's daughter, which you now rescued, and now you can pretty much get out of here. That's about it. So I completed a side objective and the main objective like at the same time. So that's awesome. Totally non-lethal, so there goes your clean hands. We didn't kill anybody. I happened to get, I think, one body found at the end of this, but don't worry about that. That doesn't affect anything. Okay, so blink. I'm trying to be a little safe here because I think there's a guy above me. So I'm just doing a little bit of blinking. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. This is Mission 3. By the way, this is on the hardest difficulty. I keep forgetting to mention that in every playthrough. This is the hardest difficulty. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until next time, So Philly 205. Peace!